Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yusei D Wheeler here, and coming to you today though, I've done this on my personal channel more often though, but for now, I think when me, Dove, and Hana were talking about it though, we decided though that every now and then we want to like put up a deck review video for Cardfight Vanguard though. So in a way, this is a combination of like both me, Hana, and Dove's idea because we want to start putting more and more stuff on our channel though. So aside from streaming content that we always do on Twitch. So here it is though. So as some of you may know, me, Hana, and Dove all play the card game Cardfight Vanguard in. So I'm gonna start things off here by introducing my newly modified deck that I got from the past weekend, last weekend I believe, and it's an upgrade to the Kagero deck. Well, I'm kind of stumbling on my words. I guess deck profile. I guess I don't know. I just like to call it something different though. That's just me though. So last weekend though, the new set for Vanguard hit though. It's Light of Salvation, Logic of Destruction. That's the name of the booster series, which gave uh which gave a increased support to Royal Paladin, Link Joker, and Kagero, which is what I'm going after right now. So let's get started. So here's the starting unit. It is Lizard Runner Undu, and I just got a message from Dove in the middle of this. So yeah. So basically, yeah, this is starter. Same thing. I got this from the Psyqualia Strife set, though, the full art foil, which I like a lot, though. So again, this is for the standard format in Vanguard, though. Alrighty. So now we go to the Grade 3 lineup right now. Right now, I'm running 4 Dragonic Overlord. I got one from the Care Expo set. Basically, well, it's just like my first ride target for my first ride target, pretty much though, because man, I think for those of you who know, well, for those of you who don't know, I should say though, it's basically he has 2 abilities. For when his attack hits on the Vanguard circle, though, you can counterblast 1, pay the cost, and then discard 2 cards. He'll restand himself, and then he'll lose 1 drive though, and then that's pretty much it though. And then his second ability, which works on both Vanguard and Rearguard Circle, you pay the cost of 1 Soul Blast, and he'll gain 10,000 power until the end of the turn. And he's got like the imaginary gift Force marker because Kagero is a Force clan, pretty much. So yeah, not much to say about him though. I mean, for those of you who want to know my deck better though, I'll probably make it like another video for my personal YouTube though because I don't know. I just thought I still wanted to do something for my. I haven't really made any videos on my personal channel in a while though, so here's my next grade 3 is the newest grade 3 of the set, which is Dragonic Overlord the Great. Oh, excuse me. I just finished eating a burger. Okay. But in any case, though, when he's placed, you can call up to 1 Dragonic Neo Flame from your drop zone and place it on a rear guard, though. Which is actually really good because it also helps to save the hand as well if you want to build up an additional rear guard to attack with. So that's a pretty nifty ability. And his main ability is basically at the end of the battle after he attacks, though, if you have a grade 3 in your soul, you can counterblast 1, discard 2 cards. You can stand this unit again, as well as a Dragonic Neoflame that's on your rearguard circle. So basically, you're standing 2 units for 1 counterblast and discarding 2, which is actually pretty. It's a pretty powerful move, though. Honestly, I've been testing that out online. I've tested it out against Dove on Cardfight area, which uh, it was pretty funny watching her react, though. But this is a very powerful unit, though. But right now, this is still only I'm running just this is only a temporary setup, though, because in next month, though, like a week or 2 after Anime Expo, we'll be getting the support for Dragonic Overlord the End, which I'm gonna change up the deck pretty. I'm gonna change up the deck a bit though, not too much though, because the support is still pretty good though. So I'll be running both the Great and the End, and we'll see where we go from there. So basically, yeah, this is the new main grade 3. I still want to get 2 more SVRs because I just love the way this SVR looks though. So here's the SVR right now, and here's the regular VR. Still looks amazing though, but I still want to be able to make it look nice though. Alright, so now we go to the grade 2 lineup though. I'm running four of the new grade 2 units. This is Dragon Full Armored Buster. Basically, if your opponent has no rear guards in their field though, he'll gain a permanent 3k boost until your opponent calls another rear guard though, but it's still pretty nifty. But his main ability is basically when, again, a Vanguard or rear guard circle, when he's placed on the field, if you pay the cost of 2 Soul Blast, you can choose opponent's rear guard and retire it, and then you look at the top 7 cards of your deck. And if there's a unit with Overlord in its card name from among them, you get to add it to your hand and shuffle the rest back into your deck. Although paying the cost of 2 Soul Blast is pretty hefty because there's a lot of cards in this deck that Soul Blast. But the reason why I'm running it at 4 because I want to increase the chance of getting this guy. That way, I can actually search out any Overlord pieces though, because it's a very powerful skill though. I mean, you probably only see this getting used like once or twice a game though. But still, being able to get it off at least once though can actually help you in the long run still. So that's why I want to maximize my chance of getting him though by using 4. So my next one is my next grade 2 is 4 Berserk Dragons, because like a Full Armored Buster, this is another good ride target though, and this is a card that's good in like any Kagero deck because when he's placed in the Vanguard circle though, you can counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, retire an opponent's rear guard, and then draw 1 card. Well, you can do that on Vanguard or rear guard though, but just that if it's placed on the Vanguard circle, you get to draw the card. And he gains a 3k boost if you attack a Vanguard if you have more rear guards than your opponent. So, not much else to say about that though. And also, that's another reason why I run full Buster at 4, because I want to increase good ride targets as well. And finally, the last of my grade 2 lineup is 4 Dragonic Neo Flame. Basically, this works in tandem with Dragonic Overlord the Great here, because in the previous format, in the Legion format, there were Legion mates though, and they usually like attack together and all that stuff. So, but what's good about this unit, just basically whenever your Dragonic Overlord the Great attacks, whether it's on a Vanguard or rearguard circle, that unit will gain 5,000 plus power. So that's really, really good though. And then you have the option to counterblast 2 when he attacks, and give the Great an additional critical. So basically, when you have Dragonic Overlord the Great attack, whether he's on Vanguard or rearguard, it'll gain 5,000, and if you pay the counterblast cost, then the Great will also gain 1 critical. So that's a handy thing to have, even though it is pretty heavy though. It can still it still works as a way to pressure your opponent too. You kind of scare them into actually guarding or using up their hand though too. And this is also, you can also fish this guy out of the I almost said graveyard, out of the drop zone with the Great's first ability. See. So this guy is just good intercept or guard fodder, or you can even discard him with the original Dragonic Overlord's ability too. So that's that now. So now we get into the grade 1 lineup now. I'm going to run 4 of the new grade 1 units. This is Sabel Dragonute. Basically, he has 2 interesting abilities though. One, when he's on the Vanguard circle, if his attack hits, you get to draw 1 card. So the first ability is mainly good if you're going second. And then the second one is basically when he's a rearguard. If you retire an opponent's rearguard during your turn, then you get to retire him and draw 1 card. So it acts as a very good drawing engine as well though. Only downside is you lose a booster though, but that honestly, I think it's kind of worth it to help keep your hand size as well. And of course, we got the 4 Flame of Hope Eremo. So this was one from the first Standard Series set though, which is pretty much a staple now in Kagero decks too. So basically, anytime he boosts a unit though, he'll gain 3,000, which will put him make him an 11k booster every time he boosts a unit. And he has, like a Sabel Dragonute though, if you retire an opponent's rear guard during your turn, you get to retire him, draw one card, and then countercharge one, which is very, very helpful. Seeing as how we have a lot of counterblasting units in this deck too, so this can help alleviate a lot of the cost that we use to activate our abilities. Now for the next one, I've been debating on using different units though, but I decided to go with 3 Embodiment of Armored Bar. One of the reasons why I kind of kept him in though, I just reduced him by 1, is because well he keeps let me I'm kind of brain farting again though, but because we still need some more retiring units though too, and he actually does a pretty good job of that too. Only bad thing is he counterblast and soul blast with him too, which we have a lot of those in the deck. But if you're able to use him, you can get him. If you're able to use him though, that'll still help too as well though. But I don't rely too much on this ability though. But usually on the off chance where I don't have like Berserk Dragon or anything else though, it's good to keep a few retiring units here in just in case though, and that 5k boost can kind of help in different situations. Like originally, I was originally gonna use like the Kimnara though, but then like I realized like it's really hard to get that ability off from what I've tested out though, and I just find Kimnara's ability to be a little bit awkward, in my opinion though. And then my last of the grade 1 units, I have a Dragonic Gaius. Now this guy was actually kind of I was thinking to myself, this guy can actually help in pretty decent situations though, because seeing as how this deck has a lot of cards at Soul Blast, especially good to help alleviate the cost of Full Armored Buster, which he Soul Blast 2 just to get an effect off. This can kind of help your deck in the way though, because when you boost a grade 3 or greater unit though, you can counterblast 1 and you move this unit into your Vanguard Soul, and then the unit will lose the boosting effect. So basically, when you boost them, they won't gain the 8,000 power, but instead you'll gain a critical as well. So it's another good way to pressure your opponent into guarding and whatnot too. And if they can't guard, then they'll take a big hit though. But again, I mainly put this guy in though just so it can help fill the soul a bit better too, and just to help maintain soul. So that's it for the grade 1 lineup. So now we go into the trigger lineup though. So during my last video on my personal channel, when I made the deck hybrid with Overlord and Nouvelle Vague, I had to run 6 critical and 6 draws in the deck though, just to keep up the hand size though. But with some of the new units I have there, I actually don't have too much trouble keeping up my hand. So I run with 4 critical and 8 critical instead. So I went back to a full set of critical triggers. So 8 criticals, which is like a... Well, let me just... In case you want to just see the picture a little bit more. So there's that. Embodiment of Spiritar. And then 4 Demonic Dragon Mage Rakshasa. So I'm just using it though because they're foil and they look nice. But yeah, again, 8 criticals though for this deck though, because it also adds very good pressure too. And since this deck now can manage his hand pretty effectively, in my opinion, I think it's safe to go back to 8 criticals, and especially with with Dragonic Overlord, the end coming up in next month. And then run 4 Wyvern Guard Bari, the Perfect Guard draw triggers, Sentinel units, and of course my heal triggers. All right. So pretty much standard trigger lineup now. So in any case though, that's about it for this video though. I'm really loving this deck even more so than before though, and I'm actually excited to get the support from next month for. Then my grade 3 lineup's gonna change up a little dramatically. Well, I wouldn't say dramatically. It'll change up a little bit differently though, I should say. The grade 2 lineup will change a bit too, though, but I think my grade 1 lineup will be mostly the same, though. But other than that, though, I really love using this unit, though. It's a really powerful and versatile unit as well. then again though, and then again no. So yeah, I want to get these in time for Anime Expo, which is coming in like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. So yeah, I don't know what else I should say here though. Other than it's a very fun deck to play around with, and oh yeah, and I'll also be at Anime Expo. We'll also be like reviewing Hana's Megas deck that I made for her though. So I'm gonna help her through it though, just to see what she thinks of the overall deck, and then we're also gonna record a card fight there at the convention as well. So that's also gonna be pretty interesting too. And oh yeah, also I want to test. I don't know why I didn't say this. I don't know if I said this at the start though, but I'm testing out this new tripod that I actually bought at Best Buy earlier today though, because earlier I've been using my Gundam action based stands to hold it up, but it was starting to get a little flimsy though. So I actually want to pick this up though. So that's why it's a little more sturdier than last time though. And what's best though, I can actually kind of close the handle and I can just carry it like that, see? Which makes it very... Yeah, it's a little... Yeah, it also... I think it stops it from kind of like shaking around too much as well, so that's actually pretty cool too. But that's a small little detail though. Alright, let me just put this back down. Alrighty, so before I start rambling on again though, I'm just going to end the video here though. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys again next time though. So I'll also put like a different video, like another video for my personal channel, just to say it's for my personal channel, but this is for our Breakers HQ channel now. And hopefully we'll probably get Dove to do a review on her deck too, as well as Hana's. So we'll leave it at that. Alrighty? Again, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys again next time. Alright, take care!